Before we close this night, take a gentle pause and allow your spirit to slow down, not to analyze or replay everything that happened, but simply to acknowledge that you made it here. Gratitude shifts the weight of the day, and tonight it invites you to notice the quiet strength it took just to keep going. Maybe today didn't come with applause or visible victories, but you showed up anyway. You carried yourself through moments you didn't feel prepared for. You faced emotions that tried to pull you under, and even when your strength felt thin, you stayed present. That matters. God saw it all, the effort no one clapped for, the patience you held on to when you were tired, the courage it took to breathe through a hard moment instead of breaking. Those are holy victories. Sometimes the greatest progress happens in silence, in choosing not to quit, in getting out of bed when the weight felt heavy, in continuing forward when rest felt easier. Tonight, let gratitude gently remind you that today was not wasted. Every step counted, every breath mattered, and even if the day felt messy or incomplete, it still moved you forward. You are here now, and that alone is worth thanking God for. As you reflect on your day, remember that you were never alone, not for a single moment. God watched over your coming and your going, standing guard in ways you didn't notice, shielding you from harm you were unaware of, and keeping you safe from dangers you could not perceive. Your word in Psalm 121 reminds me that my help comes from you, the maker of heaven and earth, that you will not let my foot slip, and that you neither slumber nor sleep. You, Lord, are my ever-present keeper, surrounding me with your angels, covering me with your unseen hand, and placing a circle of peace around me no matter where I went or what I faced. Even when I forgot to ask, even when I was distracted or unaware, you were faithful, holding me steady and preserving me from every scheme of darkness. Tonight, I pause to honor your protection, to recognize that every safe arrival, every preserved moment, every unseen rescue is a testament to your love and care. I am alive because you were watching, and my heart rests in the truth that nothing escaped your notice and no harm could touch me without your permission. Father, I come before you now with a humble heart, acknowledging the moments today when I relied on my own strength instead of leaning on yours, when fear or impatience guided my actions, when worry or distraction pulled me away from you, and when I acted as if I were alone. Forgive me for the times I spoke without love, reacted without grace, or tried to carry burdens meant for your hands. Wash me clean tonight, Lord, and renew a right spirit within me, so that I do not carry guilt or shame into my rest.
Thank you for your mercy that flows freely, for a forgiveness that does not keep score, and for a love that does not waver even when I falter. I surrender all my shortcomings, all the moments I missed the mark, and all the times I forgot to pause and seek your guidance. Tonight, I release every weight I carried unnecessarily and place it into your hands, trusting that you receive it with compassion, heal my heart, and restore my soul. I am grateful that your grace is sufficient for all my weakness and that nothing I did today disqualifies me from resting in your arms. The tension that lingers in my muscles, the heaviness in my chest, the tightness in my jaw, and the fatigue that runs deeper than sleep alone can fix. You know every ache, every strain, every place I have pushed beyond my limits, and I ask you now to restore me fully, body, mind, and spirit. Psalm 23:3 reminds me that you restore my soul. And Isaiah 40:31 promises that those who wait on you will renew their strength and rise with wings like eagles. I claim that promise tonight, Lord, and invite your healing presence to flow through every cell, every muscle, every organ that has carried burdens today. Replace my exhaustion with vitality, my tension with relaxation, and my fatigue with fresh energy for tomorrow. Let your peace settle into my body as a deep, renewing balm. Even as I sleep, continue to repair what has been overworked, refresh what has been depleted, and prepare me to awaken with strength, clarity, and the joy of your sustaining presence. I trust that you are my healer, my restorer, and my refuge, and I receive your restoration now in every part of me. Father, I lift my mind to you tonight, this busy and often overworked place where so many thoughts have competed for attention throughout the day. You know how easily my thoughts can race, replay conversations, worry about tomorrow, or linger on what I wish I had done differently. But I thank you that you are not overwhelmed by my mental noise or disappointed by my scattered focus. You are the God who brings order out of chaos. Just as you spoke peace to the storm, I ask you now to speak peace over my mind. Where there has been anxiety, bring calm. Where there has been confusion, bring clarity. Where there has been mental fatigue, bring rest and renewal. Your word tells me to be transformed by the renewing of my mind, and tonight I invite that renewal. Realign my thoughts with your truth. Quiet every intrusive worry and replace it with trust. I release the problems I have rehearsed and the fears I have magnified, and I place them gently into your care. Let my mind be stayed on you, trusting you completely, so that I may rest with peace, clarity, and confidence, knowing that you are holding every thought, every concern, and every tomorrow securely in your hands. Lord, as this day comes to a close, I surrender to you everything that remains unfinished, unresolved, or unclear in my hands and in my thoughts. I release the tasks I did not complete, the conversations I didn't know how to finish well, the decisions I postponed, and the questions that still linger without answers. I acknowledge tonight that I am limited, human, and in need of your wisdom beyond my own understanding. I lay down every expectation I placed on myself, every pressure to perform, and every quiet fear that whispered I was not enough. I trust you with the loose ends and the unknowns, believing your promise that you will perfect what concerns me, just as Psalm 138:8 declares. While I sleep, you continue to work. While I rest, you continue to guide. I choose not to replay what I failed to do today, but instead to trust that your mercy will meet me again in the morning, fresh and sufficient, leading me forward with clarity, grace, and peace, one step at a time. Lord, I now invite you into this final part of my day, my rest and my sleep, and I choose to see this moment not as an ending, but as sacred ground. Let this room become a sanctuary, a place of peace where your presence settles gently over me. I ask you to surround this space with your protection, to let your angels stand guard, and to allow no fear, no guilt, and no anxious thought to disturb my rest. I declare that my sleep is safe because you are watching, and my heart is at ease because you never slumber nor sleep. Tonight, I release striving and welcome stillness. I receive sleep not just as physical rest, but as a holy gift, a deep renewal for my soul. Let every breath draw me closer to peace, and let your presence wrap around me like a warm covering. As I lie down, I trust you completely, knowing that I am held, protected, and cared for. and that this night is a sacred pause where I can rest fully in your love. Father, above all else, I simply want to tell you that I love you. Not because this day was easy or because everything went as planned, but because you were faithful through every moment of it. I love you for staying close when I was tired, for remaining patient when my faith felt quiet, and for loving me even when my strength felt small. Thank you for loving me before I spoke to you this morning, for loving me while I walked through the demands and distractions of the day, and for loving me now as I prepare to rest. Your love has surrounded me in ways I noticed and in countless ways I never will, carrying me through unseen dangers, steadying me in moments of pressure, and comforting me when no one else knew what I was holding inside. Tonight, I choose stillness over striving, trust over worry, and peace over fear, knowing that the God who watches over me never sleeps and will continue to guard me through every moment of the night. As this day gently comes to an end, I choose to enter a quiet nightly rhythm that keeps my heart aware of your presence and my spirit anchored in truth. I take a moment now to reflect, remembering one place today where I clearly sensed that you were with me, perhaps in a conversation, a moment of protection, or the quiet strength you gave me when I thought I might falter, and I thank you for it. I then recall one simple blessing I may have overlooked in the busyness of the day, a breath of peace, a meal, a kind gesture, or a small mercy, and I offer you my gratitude now, letting thank you rise gently from my heart. Finally, I bring before you one thing I need to release, a moment of impatience, worry, distraction, or unguarded words, and I humbly ask for your forgiveness, trusting that you take it from me and cover it with grace. I refuse to carry it into tomorrow. With these reflections complete, my heart feels lighter, my spirit more settled, and my soul more aware that you were present in every part of this day. I close my eyes, knowing that gratitude, surrender, and grace have prepared me for peaceful rest and a new morning in your mercy.